Ever been in a position where you look at things spiral downward and you know you're not doing what you should be doing, but for some reason you keep telling yourself that you still have time to fix it, that you still have time to fix it, that you'll do it tomorrow, you'll do it the next day, or it's still good, it's still good, it's still all right. How many of you guys realistically have stopped doing the things that got you to where you're at in the first place? Because I could be the one to admit it. I know I have. I know for a fact I have. You know what I'm saying? I was going through one of those periods in my life where I had to be real honest with myself. And going through those periods, I was like, damn, I don't want to sit here and talk about how bad I felt, but I want to tell you guys the lesson I got out of it. Because it's not about going through situations, it's about going back to it, breaking it down, realizing what caused it so that it never fucking happens again. Because here's the thing, problems are going to arise. Situations are going to be thrown at you. Every day you're going to have to deal with something, whether it's your family, Sally, whether it's your business, Lauren, whether it's, your friends, Ivana, whether it's, your side sisters, Natalie. Every day we're going to have to be going through something. Right? And I wanted to make sure that whatever caused me to start derailing was never going to happen again, because what you guys need to understand is this, and this is so true, so honest and so true. If you can't handle what you have on your plate now, how the hell do you expect to handle more? If you're drowning in a cup of water right now, if you're stressed out, if you're anxious, if you don't know how to deal with what's going on right now, God forbid you had a few more people on your team. God forbid you had to deal with a few extra signups. You understand what that would do to you? I said it the other day, God will never drown you in your blessings. He'll give you what you're prepared for. Anything that you want. But he will mold you till you get there. Right? So anyways, coming back to my first point was I wanted to make sure that I went back and I reverse engineer everything in my life. The good and most importantly, the bad. Okay? Because if you don't go back and see where you went wrong, the chances of you falling into that mistake again are higher. So we need to get into the habit of going back and seeing, okay, this worked. Let me do that again. And this didn't work. Why? How did it happen? Why did it spiral? And what things can I set into place now so that when shit happens or things don't go the way that I want them to go, I know how to point it out more effectively, more quickly. It's like a virus. I want you guys to understand it's kind of like a virus. Like when a virus attacks your body the first time, you might get real sick. Real sick. The second time your body gets that virus, you're not going to get that sick. The third time your body gets that virus, you're good. You know how to fight it off. Your body's already prepared. It's sending out white blood cells, everything it needs to fight it off. If you know life is going to punch you in the face, which it always does, like life just is, it is what it is, right? You're the one that gets to label it. Thank God we're the label makers. So it's up to you whether you want to dictate whether a situation is bad or good. It's literally up to you. We have to remember that if we know somebody's coming in for a swing, we got to duck. It's not life's fault that it hit you. It's your fault for not learning from the last time. And the thing is that it's going to keep hitting you with the same situation until you learn. How many of you guys have dated the same people in different bodies? Right? Of course. Over and over and over again until you learn what it is. So again, I don't want to stray too far from my point. Reverse engineering what it was that was making me feel that way. Why did I let it spiral? And how do I stop it from happening again? Right? Because I'm human. And I know I'm not going to feel good all the time, right? So what I want to talk to you guys about is how to set a plan of action for 2022. Are we all good with that? Can we drop a big 2022 in the chat? You guys could drop a 2022 in the chat as well. You guys want to build, look a little weird. I think it's the filter. I'm used to my face without a filter. It's okay. Okay, perfect. Let me make sure. 2022. Okay, so we're going to talk, or I guess we're going to evaluate 3 areas, okay? Everybody got their pen and paper, right? If I don't see you with a pen and paper, just do me a favor, get off my call. Okay? Raise your pen and paper. If you don't have a pen and paper, get off my call. Thank you. If you don't have a pen and paper and you have no intention of learning anything right now that'll be of use to you, just do me a favor, save your time. Get off my call. All right, cool. So let's dive right into this. You have a huge significance. Every one of you guys on this call, you guys are leaders. What is a leader? A leader is someone, an individual who has the ability to bring someone somewhere that person had no intention of going, but they thank you when they get there. A leader's job, our job, is to walk through the dirt so that others can walk on marble. Our job is to clear the path and then go through it, come back and bring others with us. Guide others to follow the same path to success. But when they do so, they can do so a lot more effortlessly because we've been there. We can tell them, hey, bumpy road up ahead. Hey, don't do this. Hey, duck. Okay, hey, it's rainy season. Okay, and let's talk about being a leader too, because a lot of you guys need to understand, or I guess I see a lot of you guys looking up to these individuals with high ranks, and you need to be really careful who it is that you're listening to and who it is that you're allowing in between your ears. Because a title of a rank is the lowest level of leadership that there is. I don't care about how much money you make every month. How many people did you help this month? Because it's like, I can go to you right now and tell you I just cleared a $30,000 trade, but can I teach you how to do it? No, I can't. So then what's the point? Does that make sense? It's the permission level that's the most important. Can anybody drop it in the chat? What level is that? What's the permission level? Does anybody know? Close. 2. It's level 2. And it's the level that you guys should spend the most time on. When people let you lead them, the guard that most people have up is down now. Okay? They finally gave you control. They finally let you in. Now you're able, now there's a bridge and they're receptive to whatever it is that you want to teach them. It means, again, with blessings comes what? Responsibility. Right? Now that you understand that, it means that your words hold weight. I was talking about this to one of my girls the other day, Stephanie. She's like, hey sis, I want to take this, super, super serious. I'm like, I understand that. There's been a lack of communication, maybe a little bit of some other things going on with family and stuff. And I was like, hey, listen, not for nothing, but if you're going to come back in this, I need you to understand that the second that you decide to sign up one person, can y'all look at me real quick? For every single person that has signed up one person in network marketing, I want you guys to really understand me. When you sign up one person and you are their leader, you gave up the choice of not showing up. You sacrificed that. You don't have that ability anymore. You don't have that pleasure of not showing up anymore because of something going on with your life. You want to know why? Because you gave up putting the priority on your life to help people. That's what a leader is. At least that's what a servant leader is. If you're here to be something different, again, wrong call. Wrong call. So if you guys are going into this and you're trying to go into 2022 as a leader, understand that. Truly, truly, truly understand that. I don't want that to go over your head. You don't have the right to not show up anymore. Your word actually holds weight now. Maybe it didn't before. Maybe you were just an employee before. Maybe you weren't even anything. It matters now. And since your voice holds so much weight, understand that you're either going to do one of two things to somebody's life. You're either going to add to their life, and it's either going to multiply in their life, or you're going to subtract from their life. So going into this 22, I want us to all promise ourselves one thing. Can we all be careful to what it is that we're doing as it affects other people's lives? Can we do that? Because I feel like only leaders that have big organizations think about that. And it starts when you have a team of one person. Like when you have a big team, you're like, bro, I don't even have the option of not showing up. Like there's just too many of them. Like there's too many of them. But like y'all have one or two people and like you don't even keep up with one or two. You don't show up with one or two. So how do you expect, if you can't handle 10 people, how do you want 1,000? If you get stressed out with 5 people, how do you want 500? So please be very, very careful, because when you come into this, you are what's called an impactful individual, or at least that's what you're trying to become, which means that everything that you do creates a ripple effect. Don't be that leader that leads people the wrong way. Okay, and now that we're talking about leaders, let's talk about why leaders even start this business, right? Because there's 2 types of income that keeps us in this business. So we're going to talk about it. So what's active income? Like what's income number 1, right? The source of income number 1 is active income. It's what most people are used to. That's when you go to work, you get paid. Right? You do nails, you get paid. You do eyelashes, you get paid. When you trade in your time for money, you cut grass, you get paid. You babysit, you get paid. Right? And then you have the second type of income, which is passive income, residual income. Okay? How many of you guys here are in my company? So I can understand how to mold this training real quick. Is there a lot of traders here? Like drop a 1 in the chat if you're a trader or a network marketer. Oh, okay, that says enough. Got it. All right, so this is going to be a great one for you guys. Okay, if you're a trader here, or if you're doing anything that involves you even buying products, let's just say you're running a beauty business, right? And you have to invest in products, or you even have to invest in events, right? Traveling, maybe, getting these excursions under the way so you can travel a lot. Trading, traveling, building a business and buying products on a budget is not fun. Okay? When you're trading or buying your products with your rent money or your grocery money, your business doesn't get that fun. When you start to experience people leaving your business, when you hit that drawback, when retention season comes, when winter comes, you start to panic. Right? This is not fun. And network marketing is 90% mindset, 10% skill set. Any company that you're in, this is not a get rich quick. It's a get rich. Can you maybe sometimes fall into a bag of money? Yeah, for sure, if you get a good trade. But this, realistically speaking, is not a get rich quick. It's a skill set. So it really boils down to like how quickly you want to learn this shit. Right? Sometimes we're so focused on the investment that we forget the education. Right? And then we start to do things prematurely. Right? The number one reason why a lot of us don't build the lives that we want is because we exit out of opportunities before we even start them. We bench ourselves. Literally, we bench ourselves. You're like, oh, should I even focus on both? Can I focus on both? Would I even do good on both? Do I have time for both? Is this going to pay me? Is it not going to pay? Like, yo, with all the time you have spending asking yourself questions, you could have been one chapter deep already. Does that make sense? So you guys really need to understand that just because it's like saying, do I focus on my right hand or my left hand when it's time to wash my hands? You building the business and you selling a product or trading, they go hand in hand. You can't do one without the other. Like realistically speaking, even if you own a product company or even if you own like the company of trading, right, where you're trading with your own money, how many of you guys, raise your hand, and in the chats too, how many of you guys have said, I don't want to build the business, I just want to sell the products. I don't want to build the business, I only want to trade. I don't want to talk to anybody, I just want to do this. We've all said it. We have all said it, all of us. But what we don't understand is that it takes money to make money. And how many of us have an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year laying around? Let's be real. Okay, so coming into 2022, I want to be transparent with you guys about the business that you are in. Okay, and this goes to anybody building a business, whether you're going to put that, I'm going to speak in trading terms, but I want you guys to understand that it goes for anything, because whether you're putting money into trades or investing into a product or investing into marketing materials, whatever it is that you're doing, you're investing money back into your business in the hopes of some way, somehow getting a return investment. Copy? Okay, we need to then understand the risk to reward. We need to go into 22 understanding what it is that we're investing and what it is that we expect to get out. Okay, so for those of you guys who have all said, you know, I just want to trade or I just want to sell the products and I don't want to build the business, I want you guys to drop it in the chat. How many of you guys have $7,000 of disposable income for the next 12 months? Very few. Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. Who can give me 7 bands out of their yearly income? Anybody? Over here? 7 bands. If you say yes, great for you. If you say no, I want to tell you, me as a mentor, if you don't want to build the business and you don't have $7,000 of disposable income, I will not mentor you. You want to know why? Because you're going to come into this, or you're going to sell some products, you're going to have a surplus of products, or you're going to lose money on a trade, and you know what's going to happen? Next month, I'm not going to see you again. You're going to have wasted your time. You're going to have wasted your money. I'm going to have wasted my time, because I think y'all forget, y'all don't pay me. Y'all pay for your products. Y'all pay for your business. Y'all don't pay for me for my time. All this is extra and free, 99. So I'm going to have wasted a month training you for you to lose a couple trades, or for you to not sell a couple products, for you to have a bad month, to then look at me and be like, oh my God, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to be fully transparent. Realistically speaking, any network marketing, you're investing $200 to $300 a month to keep your business afloat. Yes or yes, whether it's products or trading or anything. Yes or yes. Do the math. What is 300 times 12? Somebody do the math for me. 3,600. Now let's add, that's for you guys that don't have a monthly fee. Now let's add a monthly fee. Another 300. So we're looking at 7,000. You're coming to me because you need to make money. I'm going to put you in a position where you may not be able to afford it? You think I'm going to do that to you guys? Or you think I'm going to be completely transparent with you and be like, we need to build the business so that you don't have to use your 9-to-5 money, so that you can get out of your rat race lifestyle and eventually have residual income. But you see, too many people are telling people, come in, make quick money. Oh, don't worry, you can afford it. You're going to make $10 a day. No, this is not a get rich quick. Go into 2022 with full transparency. Full transparency. If anyone tells you, so this is the first thing this is the first problem that we're going to be tackling in 2022. The reason why there's a lack of retention in people's businesses is because they're not transparent. When I sign people up and you tell me, I don't want to trade, I don't want to build, I just want to trade. Okay, do you have about $400 to $500 extra a month that we can do that with? No. So, where are we going to get this money from? And you don't want to talk. Oh, okay, so can I show you a blueprint then? Okay, you don't have the money? Okay, cool. So what if I show you a blueprint of us talking to a few people together, of course, where I can help you make like $600 a month, $7,200 annually extra a year. Would you be willing to learn? Oh, no. Okay, then you're not qualified to trade. You're not qualified to build this. Like for the individuals that say they don't want to do that, be transparent, be honest, be real with that individual. Okay, understand that plant the seed in that individual, the right seed. Okay, because the size of the seed doesn't determine the size of the blessing. Plant your seeds in an environment that is conducive to your growth and your time. Okay, stop smoke in the mirror, anyone. Be honest. Set the proper narrative in your business going into 2022. Understand your compensation plan. Understand why it is that we offer one. Our company didn't have one. We were just teaching people about how to trade, but guess what? Trading takes money. And most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So what did we do? We created a compensation plan that gives the regular average person a way out. Do you understand what that is? If you did, you'd be speaking more. We don't trade to build, we build to trade. Let me say that again. We don't sell to build, we build to sell. Most of us are not in a position to drop $300, $400, $500 a month. But we can speak to 5, 10 people. No? Okay. Number 2 that we're going to focus on is momentum. Momentum going into 2022 starts right now. Doesn't start tomorrow. Doesn't start December 31st. Doesn't start New Year's. Right now. When you're cranking up an engine, it takes time to like boom. When a plane has to take off, it doesn't just no. There's a pickup. There needs to be some type of delay when it starts. So if y'all start January 1st and I started December 1st, that's a huge advantage. Momentum is not based on what fucking time of year it is. An incentive, a stroke of luck. Momentum is a decision. You make it. A lot of people are like, oh, there's no momentum in my team. That's when you turn on something called personal momentum. And if you don't know what that is, research it. Because there's going to be a time when your business is going to be up and there's going to be a time when your business is going to be down. When your business comes into retracement period, slow period, if you don't kickstart your personal momentum, You're going down too. You're a product. You're not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. Get that through your head. You're not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. Why do you think that everybody was like, yo, it's slow season. It's slow season. I hit P5 in the fourth quarter of the year, the slowest season of the year. Everybody was talking about, we don't got momentum. We don't got momentum. In a week, my team brought in over 50 people. Y'all may not have momentum, but all my personals got their personal momentums on. We don't let the environment distract us. We don't let the environment set our pace. We set the pace. Think about it. Why is it that one person is having so much momentum, but at the same time, another person's having none? We all have the same fucking products, the same comp plan, some of us the same services, but the difference is one person is waiting for the right time and the other person is making a cognitive decision that today is going to be the day. You guys want to make that decision today? Do you guys want today to be the day for you? Can you drop it in the chat? I need to know. For all 75 and 202, do you want today to be the day for you? I just need to know. I'm asking for a friend. Okay? I'm going to give you guys the 4 steps of how you're going to make this decision happen. So after this, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Just make it happen. Okay? Number 1, you need to decide what is going to happen coming into 2022. What is going to happen? 2, a lot of you guys fail at setting habits because you tell yourself what to do, but you fail to give yourself an explanation. How many of you guys remember being a child and your parents told you, oh, because I said so? You remember how much that irked you? If you don't have the why is the weight. If you just know the what is flimsy. You need to know the why behind what it is that you're doing. Why are you waking up earlier? Why are you cleaning? Why are you reading this book? Why? 3, give yourself a date. Give yourself a date. When is it going to happen? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Pick one. And number 4, I need you guys to set up how it is that you're going to do so. What are the daily methods of operation that you need to set in place right now that's going to get you a step closer every single day? Is it showing the plan? Is it waking up on time? Is it making sure that you do your personal development? Is it saying good morning on the chats? Is it making sure you get to the gym so you feel good? Because if you feel good, you what? Do good. And if you do good, you what? You get good. Right? Momentum comes from a decision. I gave you guys the 4 steps. It's up to you to decide now. It's up to you to decide now. 3rd thing that I want to tell you guys is a question that I get asked for over and over and over again. Can you grab my charger real quick? Is a question that I get asked over and over and over again. Mina, how do you balance your life? How do you balance it all? Bitch, I don't. Stop looking for balance. How do I balance my family? How do I balance my work? How do I balance my business? How do I balance my health? Balance is when equal weight is on either side. Okay? Do you know what this is? Perfection. It's equal. It's perfection. There's no such thing as it. The only thing that's perfect is God's grace in this universe. That's it. So you're chasing something that is unrealistic. Get the word balance out of your head. We're chasing something that doesn't exist. You're chasing the number in your bank account, the likes, the followers. You guys understand that numbers are infinite? They never end. So now we're chasing perfection that doesn't exist and an infinite number that'll never end. Because you get to 10,000, you're going to want 20. You get to 20,000, you're going to want 50. You get to 50. They're infinite numbers. And then we wonder why we're unable to be happy now. Y'all explain it to me. Because y'all are seeking for this balance. Y'all are seeking for this number. When I get there, when I hit that, when I get there. No. Okay, it's not about balance. It's about rhythm. Okay? You need to understand that in every season, there's a different beat. In every single season of life, summer is like... And then summer and winter is like... It's like depressive. It's slow. Okay? There's a slower beat to it. But again, it's all about what lens you look at it. So it might be slow to you, but slow to me means more time with my team. Slow to me means more time to reflect. Slow to me means more time to develop new trainings, right? More time to tweak up the edges. More time to look at the things that are behind my back, right? The areas that I can't see. And again, in different areas of your life, you're going to have to change the beat often and drastically. There might be days where you're like, and the next day you get a phone call about a life, somebody lost their life. And then the rhythm's going to slow down. And you're going to have to be able to adjust. Whatever the rhythm is, you have to be able to adjust to every single season in your life. You have a charger? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, shit. That works. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, I want to go ahead and end this call with challenging you guys to realize what the pillars of your life are. Okay? In every season, you're going to have to focus on different pillars in your life. Right? So in summer, maybe it's time to let your family know that you're going to be focusing a lot on your business. Maybe you're not going to have so much time for them. Maybe on winter time, it's time to focus on your family. Right? So I challenge you to write down the pillars of your life, and I want you to rate each pillar from 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10. Rate each pillar from 1 to 10. And don't just focus on one area. Because if you focus on one area, that means you're running fast, but you're running for 2022. Number one, start to be transparent, right? About the business, about yourself, about expectations with yourself and people. Okay? 2, understand momentum does not come from the things around you. Meaning, if you want to get into momentum right now, you can. And 3, stop focusing so much on balance. There's no such thing. Stop focusing so much on numbers to be happy or a rank to be happy. There's no such thing. So I'll give you guys some of my pillars, right? Obviously, my business. Obviously, my health, right? I'm always at the gym. My relationship with my husband, right? My relationship with my daughter, my family, my relationship with God, my spirituality, right? My wealth, my savings, my investments. These are all different categories in my life. Okay, guys? So I know you guys got this. Let me go ahead and you can turn off my live. You can save it, and we'll go into some